Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your March the 13th, 2026. Turning out to be an absolutely gorgeous day all across North Georgia here on your Friday as we're wrapping up the work week. And looks like we're going to start the weekend pretty decently. But clouds are coming back in on Sunday. And boy, we're going to see an abrupt change in seasons as we go into next week, as we go from spring right back into winter. We're talking thunderstorms and, yeah, even a little bit of wintry mix in the forecast as well. Now, before we get going, if you're new here to our YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, let me introduce myself. I'm meteorologist Greg Majestic, and I'm on a mission to build a 24-hour weather channel. So if you're not yet a subscriber, you can really help us out. Hit that subscribe button, and more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. Guys, when you're trying to build something like this, it's all about the numbers, and boy, we can sure use you as part of our family. All right, let's go ahead and get into this update for today, shall we? Let's go ahead and start it off with a live look there at Brasstown Ball. What a gorgeous looking sky, gorgeous day. It was a bit nippy this morning, had a lot of 30s and some frost around this morning, but won't be quite as cold as we go in for your Saturday. Looking at the blue skies outside my back door is 57 degrees and looking pretty nice here overall. Very, very nice looking sky there here in Braselton, Georgia, as well as up toward Lake Chateau. A gorgeous sky there as well. A little bit of a breeze. See that on the lake there blowing, but generally looking very nice here all across North Georgia. And it'll be even better tomorrow because temperatures will be a little bit warmer. Local radar, it is quiet. Expecting it to remain that way at least until about Sunday. That's when we're expecting the rain to kind of come back at us as we go into your Sunday, but really not looking too bad for today. And satellite picture, boy, not much to see. Very looking good at all. Just looking at maybe a few high clouds here and there, but generally sunny, clear sky. All right, look at our surface map. Again, we got a big old high pressure system. You see it right there over southern Alabama, lighting up our area. Look very, very nicely with some very comfortable temperatures, as most areas will kind of top out today into the 50s and 60s across the region. But again, expecting even milder weather as we go into your Saturday. And then as we go into Sunday night and Monday, we're going to be tracking a very strong trough, a big jet stream dive that's coming on in here, and it could set off some severe weather. The dynamics are very strong. Instability is definitely lacking a little bit, but still might be enough to bring in some severe weather. Again, this would be overnight into Sunday night, I would think here. You see Northwest Georgia in on this. Now, this map will be changing through the weekend, so we'll keep a watchful eye on it all weekend long, and should anything, conditions warrant any kind of severe weather coverage, we'll definitely let you know. All right, so let's go and look at our regional map here as we look at our forecast map here as we go through. Again, going into Saturday, we're looking at some very nice weather. No issues there at all. Again, temperatures expected to be in the 70s for a lot of locations there. Then on Sunday, we'll start to notice the changes. You're going to notice the green coming back in here. So it means we're going to have some clouds coming back in here and maybe a few showers as we go into later in the day on your Sunday. Nothing too significant there, but the big story is going to be this big trough back here to the west. See, look at it. It's coming in so steep and so fast. It's going to be really undercutting that precipitation. That's why we're seeing some of that blue, and that orange you see in there, that's actually a little bit of sleet. So by the front will be approaching the area here as we go in towards your Monday morning. So your Monday morning high temperatures are going to be in the morning, folks, because as this thing comes on through, you see the pink, the green in there, the green and the orange in there. The orange is basically your sleet, and the blue is your snow, and we could see a little wintry mix as this thing comes on through. So the temperatures throughout the day are going to be falling and crashing through the day, and that's going to set up for a very cold start, especially going into St. Patrick's Day, where we're probably not going to get out of the 40s for highs, and a lot of areas will see 20s for lows. All right, so let's go and take a look at our forecast map. We'll go ahead and track those fronts for you. Watch that little timestamp there on top as we kind of go through the days of the week here. As we go into your Saturday morning, looking pretty nice. No problems there. A little weak front off to the front, up to the top there. It's going to be kind of washing itself out. And then as we go into Sunday, we'll be watching this big storm system out here in the middle of the country. Get a lot of wind energy with this as well. Probably going to see a wind advisory on your Monday as well as this front comes into the area. And then once it clears, so as we go into Monday, and this might be a touch fast, at least looking at the latest guidance here on NAM, maybe a little bit fast on that, but very, very windy. Look at all those isobars in there. They're really packed in there. So it's going to be very, very breezy as we go throughout the day on your Monday. Should settle down, though, for Tuesday a bit, though. Maybe is still a little bit of wind, and you're looking at temperatures again, very cold, 40s and 20s there. And then we'll start to moderate a little bit on Wednesday, but still on the cool side. But Thursday and going into Friday, you're definitely going to see a nice warm up because the winds are going to be shifting around from the west, and we may be back into the 70s by the time we get to Friday of next week. So get ready, folks. Nice big roller coaster ride here the next 7 days. So here's our forecast here for Saturday. What a delightful day. Gainesville 73-43. Everybody looking pretty good. Still some 30s up in the extreme North Georgia mountains there from Blue Ridge over toward Clayton, but everybody generally here in the 40s for lows. And then look at your daytime highs, just picture perfect, very spring-like. Everybody here in the 70s, a delightful day to get out and outside, go to the lake, go outside. A lot of Irish festivals will be going on all day on Saturday because of, St. Patrick's Day taking place during the week on Tuesday. A lot of activities will be going on Saturday, so get out and enjoy those. Regionally, all across the southeast, everybody's looking at temperatures way above normal, by about 10 degrees or so, 10 degrees plus, 77 in Savannah, 78 in Columbus, 75 in Birmingham, 74 in Memphis. So, again, everybody looking very nice with abundant sunshine. Here goes the roller coaster ride for you folks. Again, we got that weather coming in as we go into Monday morning. Again, that 63 is probably going to be early in the day. We're going to see temperatures falling through the day. May get back into the 40s by the time we get to the late evening hours. So morning low around 53, 63, depending on the timing of that front. So the forecast on Monday is going to be a little quirky, but 46-28 there on Tuesday, 54-29 on Wednesday. Then we're right back up. Look at that by Friday. We're back up near 70 degrees there. So get ready for a couple of days of old man winter kind of parking itself across our area. Maybe a little bit of wintry mix there coming into late in the afternoon there on heading into your Monday, and then just plain old cold for Monday night going into Tuesday. So get that firewood ready for one last time. Hurrah for the fireplaces here as we go into early next week. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the YouTube channel. Again, we're working toward 10,000. Still got about 930 more new subscribers to go to get to that magic number. It really helps us with our advertising sponsorships. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and very importantly, hit that notification bell so you're alerted not only on our forecast updates, but whenever we do live severe weather coverage here across North Georgia, you may want to get alerted for that. So please make sure you hit that notification bell as well. All right, that's it for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and have a great weekend. We'll see you back in here on Monday. You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.